Bush and Cheney going, we won't test, we're going to testify together in front of the 9/11 Commission in a closed-door testimony like an Abbott and Costello Act. I mean, these are, they didn't even want to have a 9/11 Commission. Like, we don't even want to investigate it. The president was kept in the air while Cheney and Rumsfeld ran everything from the ground. Like,
well, we knew then that Cheney was pulling the strings and George Bush was basically a puppet.
I don't know what happened. I don't think, like, Cheney and Bush did. I'm saying, isn't it a little weird that the day of 9/11 they were simulating 9/11 happening? There was an operation called Vigilant Guardian simulating an attack on the UN building in New York, causing NORAD to scramble jets. Isn't that a stroke of luck?
It is a stroke of luck.
That's a real stroke of luck.
Maybe they knew that was going to happen, and that's why they organized it on that day.
I don't know.
Maybe that's one of the things that are covering up.
But that's a real stroke of luck.
Pretty amazing.
It's a real stroke of luck that you're simulating the exact same thing happening. And then Condoleezza Rice goes, we had no idea planes would be hijacked and taken into buildings. And you go, you were running an exercise the exact day it happened. You know?
Of that possibly happening.
Of that possibility. And all the NORAD jets were scrambled. It's very strange. It's just odd.
The Flight 93 one, to me, that's the one that got shot down, right? Was that what it's called?
Perhaps.
The
Let's Roll.
Yeah, the Let's Roll thing.
Yeah.
The thing about that's crazy is that the wreckage was spread out over miles.
Right.
Which, in my eyes, would be something that would indicate something that got hit in the air.
Right.
Going 500 miles an hour, the wreckage would spread out over miles. Whereas if something crashes into the ground, what the fuck is going to make the wreckage go miles?
I have no idea.
That doesn't make any sense. And I know for a fact that in situations like that, they are instructed to shoot planes down.
Right.
If they know that a plane is going to crash into the White House, they're going to shoot that plane out of the sky, even if it's filled with civilians, because those civilians are doomed anyway.
Right.
They're casualties, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
If the plane has been hijacked and it's going to fly right into the president's house, they're going to shoot that plane down.
Of course.
And there was eyewitness accounts, whatever the fuck that means. The problem with eyewitness accounts is they're always fucked. Like, the eyewitness accounts are some of the worst and most unreliable things that you could go on.
Of course.
Sometimes.
Yes.
But sometimes you can get an eyewitness account from someone who's like a legitimate, conscious person, and maybe a person that's been to war, person who knows how to handle trauma.
Right.
And knows how to handle stress, and they can give you an accurate assessment of what happened.
That being said, I just think if you look at that day, there's a lot we don't know. I don't know what that ends up meaning. I don't know if it means that the people that did this were trained Saudi agents, maybe, and they were not just random terrorists that couldn't fly and were drunk. And, they pulled off something quite spectacular. Nothing even close to it has ever happened again anywhere. I think if you look at that day, there's a lot about that day that we still don't understand. That's true. I don't know what happened or how it happened. But the 9/11 Commission said this is set up to fail. We don't have any of the resources we need. Phil Graham, or Bob Graham, who's a senator from Florida, kept getting, he goes, out of this Saudi connection, man. He says, there's something more here. And he kept burrowing into it. And the FBI was like threatening. They took him off his plane. They were like, you can't do this. Like, there were people trying to figure out more. And, the people just shut it down. So there's something that we don't know, and I don't know what it is.
It is possible that what was being exposed by the investigation that they were trying to suppress was that they are balls deep involved in the Saudi government. The Saudi government is involved in our government. The amount of money that's being exchanged when you're talking about oil and just look what happened with Jamal Khashoggi.
Yes.
Look what happened when that guy got murdered. They literally have done nothing.
Nothing.
They've done nothing. In fact, people were attending. How do you say? What is his initials?
JK.
No, the other guy. MBS. They were attending something that he did just like a couple of years later. There was.
Yeah, they don't care.
No, it's the documentary The Dissident. Have you seen it?
No.
Brian Fogel's documentary.
It's a good one.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's terrifying. It's terrifying because they fucking killed this guy because he was criticizing the government. It was